YouTube family, it's Sarah. It's Friday and today is my 63-week post-op update at a VSG or vertical sleeve gastrectomy weight loss surgery, which I had November 30th, 2012 with Dr. Aceves in Mexicali, Mexico. Before I go on, I will do the numbers as always. My highest weight was 460 pounds. Day of surgery, I weighed 420 pounds. 3 weeks ago was my last weight update, believe it or not, and I was 224.5 pounds. And this morning I weighed in at 222.8. Yeah, 222.8, which is a loss of 1.7 pounds over the past 3 weeks, technically, which is not that impressive. So I did actually forget to weigh myself last Friday and update. I did weigh myself on Saturday morning and I was 227.5. So as I expected, I had gained a few pounds while I was away on vacation. I was away for, I guess, about 11 days, 12 days by the time I came home because I was maybe even, yeah, anyway, whatever. I was away for a while and I figured that I'd probably gained a few pounds either just from retaining water from traveling and that sort of thing, or from the fact that I was eating a bit more than normal and things that I wouldn't, some things that I wouldn't normally eat, etc. So, technically this week I actually lost like 4.7 pounds or something like that. But I don't really consider that to be, a real loss because I think a lot of it was water weight. But I will take my loss of 1.7 pounds, creeping ever closer to 220 pounds. Chris, Gooch Monster VSG, and Phil, Frackings Phil, and I have a little race to 220 that we're doing. So, yeah, I'm definitely the closest, but I don't know. They might catch me. So, we'll see. I don't actually have a ton to talk about this week, so this may actually be a short video. I did make another video, which I'm going to upload after this one, which was my, what's in my fridge video, my response to VSG Kirk. I didn't have a chance to do it last week because I just come home and there was like nothing in my fridge. So it would have been a pretty sad video. So I thought I would, wait until this week to do it. So I did that for you guys. And I also show what was in my freezer and my pantry. So hopefully that's interesting to someone. As far as eating this week, it's been pretty normal. The only thing that happened was I had a terrible experience yesterday. Probably the worst one I've had since surgery. I've talked about, Will calls me a gold star WLS patient because I've never vomited post-surgery. I'm not a puker, I never was. But I was wishing for it yesterday. I ate a little bit of stir-fry. Chicken stir-fry with vegetables and a little bit of noodles. Nothing major. I got so sick from it. I was in extreme pain for like an hour. I didn't actually vomit. I actually tried to make myself vomit. Nothing would happen. I did sort of get a little bit of literally foam, like foamies, not like slime, but literal foam, which was really weird. But I was burping a lot and that sort of thing. But yeah, I was in extreme pain. That is the worst I have ever felt after eating something. I don't know what it was. I think the chicken might have been a little overcooked. I think that, I've said this before, but I think that my sleeve has issues with me eating a whole bunch of different textures and foods together. I've had issues before with eating things like Cobb salad, and anything where it has a lot of ingredients that aren't cooked together, like a stew or a chili or something like that. So it's something that I've definitely got to keep an eye on when it comes to my eating, because I do not want to repeat that. It was very unpleasant. In general, I'll do the mental health update. I have been feeling better and worse at the same time, and I'll explain that. My doctor, as many doctors do when you're taking antidepressants and anxiety pills, prescribed the lowest dosage possible, which is half of what the sort of standard dosage is, and she told me if it didn't start working within the next couple of weeks to double my dosage on my own and then come and see her after I'd been taking it for 4 weeks. So when I got home from my cruise, I decided I was going to up my dosage because while it seemed to be helping a little bit with my mood, it was not helping with my anxiety. It literally just maybe took the edge off, but that was it. As soon as I started taking it, or taking the double dosage, I started having a lot of side effects. Now the good thing is I haven't had much anxiety. The bad thing is that I have been really dizzy. I've been having sweats. I have been very drowsy. A whole host of things have been happening. So I'm hoping that it's starting to improve. Again, the first week I took the drugs, I was having a lot of side effects as well. And that actually went away after the first week of taking it. Although the funny thing was they were different side effects. So I don't know. But I thought I would just share that with you guys for anyone who may be in the same position or may be wondering how that was going. As far as diet goes, I am going to start carb cycling next week. So the way that's going to work, and I will at some point this week hopefully make, maybe like Wednesday or Thursday, make a video just on carb cycling and the idea of carb cycling and how it works and all that sort of stuff. I don't want to get into it in this update, just because I'd like to make a separate video just in case people aren't interested in it. But the idea is generally there's different ways of doing it. I'm following Chris Powell's book on carb cycling, which I showed in my book review on Tuesday. But there's lots of books out there. There's lots of information out there online. Basically what you're doing is doing some combination of very low carb days and high carb days. Or for me, it's more of a medium carb day for the average person. And you're alternating those to sort of trick your body, into burning more fat. And, so there's no prescribed sort of number of carbs. That's sort of up to you to determine. I've decided that on my low carb days, I'm going to try to stick to under 30, and that's not net. That's all the carbs. So I'm going to try and stick to under 30 on my low carb days and to under 70 on my high carb days. And then I may throw in one reward day a week, where I might do like up to 100 carbs, or I might do something that I wouldn't normally do carb wise. The carbs I'm talking about still aren't like bread, rice, pasta. More talking about adding in carbs through things like oatmeal, vegetables, all that sort of stuff. Still not really going to be eating like potatoes and that sort of thing, but I may eat some more carby vegetables. So I might do like sweet potato or carrots or stuff that, a little bit of corn, stuff that is a little bit starchier and more of a carb. I know corn is not a vegetable, it's a grain, but anyway, so that's how I have decided, that I want to just do a little experimenting. Carb cycling for me, again, it's not really a diet, it's just a way of eating. Carb cycling is something that you can do even with a sort of more whole food based diet. So I'm just kind of experimenting with the type of diet that I want to do for the long haul. So I'm going to try it for at least a month, hopefully 2 months. I'd like to basically do it from now until my trip to Tampa, just to see how that goes. And I will kind of update you guys on how it's going. And as I said, I'll make a video this week just talking about more details about how carb cycling works. I do know a number of people who do it. They seem to have great success with it and enjoy it. So I'm going to give it a try. Other than that, I think that's about it. It's not a very exciting week. Happy Valentine's Day to everyone. I'm not a big Valentine's person. Will and I never usually do anything. We don't usually even buy each other cards, or we don't buy each other gifts. I just, I'd like to think we appreciate each other every day, and we don't need a holiday to make that happen. Can you tell I'm just not a holiday person? I don't like the commercialism of holidays anyway. That's not something that anyone's interested in hearing about. But yeah, that said, for those of you who enjoy Valentine's Day, happy Valentine's Day to all of you, to all the lovers out there. And a special happy Valentine's Day to Sarah in Oregon and Chris, the low-fat waffle. Hopefully Chris gets there soon. And you guys get to spend your Valentine's Day together. I love you guys, and I love you guys, and I will see you soon.